People's State Bank is a locally owned and managed bank with convenient locations in southwest Wisconsin and northeast Iowa. If you're looking for a place where you're more than just a number, but still have access to convenient technology and low fees, People's State Bank is it. As a community bank, they're proud to support many of the local charities, county fairs, community events, and more. When you become a part of People's State Bank, you can be confident that you're standing with a good cause. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
This is a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation. Queen Bee Radio proudly brings you People's State Bank and Grant Regional Health Center coverage of high school sports. Presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. And sponsored by House Electric, Brian's Auto Body and Paint, Bytech Incorporated, Carver's Hardwood Flooring, Claire Bank, Donnie's Tire and Auto, Fuller's Milker Center, Gary's Pest Control, Community First Bank, Guy's Truck and Tractor Service, Hernson's Ace Hardware, Krantz Auto Parts, the Peterson Agency, the Raleigh Cheese House, Mound City Bank, the Russell Law Office, the Shoebox, Sloan Implement, Timmerman's Talents, Tricor Insurance, and Wolf Construction.
Good evening and welcome to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show tonight here on the X Extreme 107.1 and also streaming worldwide on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel, so you can watch the action and listen to the play-by-play call. I'm Rob Spangler, bringing you the Raleigh Cheese pregame show presented by Raleigh Cheese at the intersections of Highways 11 and 23 in the heart of Lafayette County. Don't forget the cheese. We've got a big non-conference girls basketball matchup. The Belmont Braves ranked 10th in Division 5 girls hoops at the Mineral Point Pointers, one of the top teams, in fact tied for first place in the very ultra-competitive SWAL Conference. What a matchup we have for non-conference. This is Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and also Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Coming up on our pregame show, we're going to talk with both coaches. Kayleen McGettigan joins us next. Of course, Mineral Point, where she grew up and played, her old stopping grounds. We'll talk about that and this matchup tonight with Kayleen, and also Nick Jelly, head coach for the Mineral Point Pointers. He'll join us in moments as well. All coming up on our Raleigh Cheese pregame show here on Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Back with more after this.
Pregame one.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
America is kept safe because the Army National Guard responds, protects, and supports our nation when it needs them most. The Army National Guard responds to disasters such as wildfires and floods. They protect us with missile defense, cybersecurity, and civilian support teams for chemical, biological, and radiological hazards. Be there for your community and your country. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Neil Wilkins Early Learning Center in Platteville is hosting a 4K screening on Thursday, February 20th and Friday, February 21st for all incoming students who will be turning 4 before September 1st. Experience what makes 4K awesome in Platteville. They have 5-day, full-day classes that include interactive art and music classes, gross motor skills development, and independent play on their large outdoor playground. Breakfast and lunch are also available to every Neil Wilkins student. Call today to book your appointment at 608-342-4040. Neighboring communities are welcome to call to learn more.
This is Shane Bertzloff from Anderson Weber Toyota in Dubuque. If you're looking for dependability in a new or used vehicle, Toyota has 7 out of the top 12 vehicles that last over 200,000 miles, ranking number 2 in J.D. Power's dependability study. Toyota also has 5 of the top 10 vehicles with the best resale value, according to Kelley Blue Book. Come see us to find your Toyota at Anderson Weber Toyota when you're ready.
Anderson Weber Toyota, next to Target in Dubuque. Visit them online at AndersonWeberToyota.com.
Pre-game 1.
Welcome back to the X Extreme 1071 and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel tonight. We've got a great non-conference matchup. The Belmont Braves heading just up the road to Mineral Point, Coach McGettigan's stomping grounds, to take on the Pointers. And, Coach, first of all, congrats on the recent win over Schulzburg. That was a huge one in conference play. Let's talk a little about that before we focus on tonight's matchup. How did you feel about that performance?
I thought we came out really, really intense, and I thought our defensive effort was outstanding. We did a great job on the boards, and we did all the little things that we were supposed to do, especially in that first half.
Absolutely. Well, you guys take command of the conference. I say command, but certainly it's still in flux. You got to keep playing good. Now, this is a non-conference game tonight, of course, but still a very important matchup. And I imagine you look at these games kind of like maybe I do, how they're all measuring sticks, especially when you're playing a non-conference foe who you know is good.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And this team is as good a team as any around here to get us ready for the tournament. And we need more experience in close games, and we need these kind of high-level games to get us ready for what's coming up down the road.
Absolutely. Playoffs right around the corner. Postseason is coming up very, very quickly. Of course, you want to secure that conference win. Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the injury bug. It's unfortunately reared its ugly head for your team, for varsity and junior varsity. No JV game tonight because of that. It's frustrating because to a certain extent it's out of your control, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And it just, out of all the things that happened, we lose our last 2 kids because they ran into each other diving for a basketball, and they're both out for the foreseeable future. And it just kind of really weird, kind of like you and I were talking, just kind of freak accidents, and they're coming in bunches. So, other teams are battling things too, but we just seem to be getting hit hard right now.
Let's wrap up by chatting about tonight's opponent, Mineral Point. You touched on how talented they are. When it comes to your specific matchup with them, what do you see as maybe advantages, disadvantages, and what do you need to do to be successful?
They're really good at pressuring, and we need to make sure that we can handle that. They go deeper than we do, so they'll have a little bit more fresh legs. Cabot will be a really tough matchup for us. She's just so physically strong, and we just don't have that same size and skill that she has there. We also need to make sure that their shooters don't get hot, because if they do, then it could be trouble for us. For us, I think we can transition. I think we can do some of the things. We work so hard on the boards. If we can't get a couple of easy baskets to go there, I think that will really help us go, where we need to go tonight.
All right. Coach McGettigan, best of luck against Mineral Point. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
All right, we'll have more of our Raleigh Cheese pregame right after this here on the X Extreme 1071 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
Pregame 2.
Hello, Ben here from Darlington Family Dental. Your smile is as important to us as it is to you. Give us a call and schedule a consultation to figure out if clear aligners might be right for you. The consultation is free. Zero interest financing is available. This solution for your smile might be more cost-effective than you think. Call our team and experience patient-centered care for you and your family at Cuba City, Darlington, and Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
Spring isn't here yet, but it will be soon, and so will many spring projects for home and business owners. Now is the perfect time to get in front of your potential customers at the Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Eckstein Exhibit Building at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Lancaster. Reserve your space now by contacting your Queen Bee Radio sales rep or call Jen Casper for more information at 608-349-2000. The Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd in Lancaster.
Masked Water Technologies invites you to unwind with the ultimate in relaxation, your own Bullfrog Spa. During Masked exclusive President's Day hot tub sale, January 30th through February 17th, enjoy up to $2,000 in instant rebates or a 36-month special financing on a brand new Bullfrog Spa. With Bullfrog's exclusive jetpack therapy system, you can create a personalized massage experience right in the comfort of your home. Visit Masked Water Technologies in Platteville and Dubuque before this sale ends February 17th. Bullfrog Spas, peaceful body, peaceful mind, peaceful home.
Farming is risky business. Protecting your business means managing risk. That's where Tricor Insurance comes in.
When we're working with our clients or our future clients, it's really important that we understand the business that they're in. Our role is to help make these businesses more successful.
Tricor Insurance works with Grinnell Mutual to design insurance packages built uniquely for you and your farm or agribusiness. Tricor Insurance and Grinnell Mutual are ready to work for you.
Pregame 2.
Welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. We're joined by the head coach for the Mineral Point Pointers, Nick Jelly. First of all, Coach, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming here.
Absolutely. So this late in the season to see, this good of a non-conference foe is kind of rare. How do you view this game against Belmont tonight?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team, well coached, and they play hard. And it's good for us, too, to have these types of games. It's big for both of us for seeding coming up. So it's good to get these games in. And, hopefully we can get the win tonight, get some confidence, and get some seeding placement with this big win. And so that's kind of how we look at it and going forward. And, only so many of these left, so you want to take advantage of each game we have left.
Absolutely. And it's not like it's a breather from that hectic conference race, because it's still a tough opponent. But speaking of the conference race, let's talk a little bit about that. How do you feel about where your team stacks up now here heading down the backstretch?
Yeah, I mean, we feel pretty confident, and especially getting towards the end of the season here. But, still a couple tough games left to finish out here. I mean, Darlington is one of those teams that, especially going down there, can give you a lot of trouble. So we got to take care of business Friday night, and then obviously in Fenimore the next week to hopefully keep a share of that conference title.
Absolutely. And, as far as looking, I know you don't want to look too far ahead as a coach, but looking as towards the playoffs and, as you said, towards seeding and those types of things, do you feel like your resume is good, that that you have a good argument to make that, hey, we should be a high seed?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, our schedule has been pretty brutal, especially that first half of the season. We played a lot of teams, and most of our losses have been to ranked teams. In Division I and Division III, and even the Barneveld was a Division 5, but they're one of the top teams in Division 5, and Belmont here is ranked as well in D5. So I think our schedule, we'd like to have a few more wins, but I mean, we did get the Cuba win, and Mount Horeb was a good win, and Darlington, and if we can get this one tonight, I think that puts us in pretty good position to be one of those top 4 teams going into the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. And the Cuba win was such a huge statement kind of win. I think it woke everybody up to, oh, wow, well, Mineral Point's for real this year. You guys certainly are. Let's talk about tonight's opponent, though. Belmont, again, non-conference, so not a ton of familiarity, but yet I'm sure you know enough about them. Hardworking team, physical team, loves the press, kind of good on good. good a little bit.
Yeah. It's one of the things, we don't play each other very often, but we know each other pretty well, and so a little bit similar styles and of play, and both teams play hard, and I think both teams respect each other, and and that's kind of how we view it. And they play a lot of teams that we play in the year too, like Cuba. They played Cuba earlier, and some other teams that in our conference, so they're pretty familiar with our style, and we'll just see which style wins out tonight.
You bet. All right. Well, best of luck tonight, Coach. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.
All right. That's head coach Nick Jelly joining us here on our Raleigh Cheese pregame. We'll have opening tip right around the corner here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel.
Pregame 3. Tricor Insurance works with leading insurance carriers like Auto Owners Insurance to provide honest and reliable service when you need it most.
For one, I want them to know that they're not alone. They know that no matter what happens when it comes up, that they can count on us to assist them through that process, whatever it may be.
Tricor and Auto Owners Insurance for your home, auto, and more. Visit TricorInsurance.com to find an agent near you.
Are you tired of paying a fortune for your prescriptions? Look no further than In Focus Pharmacy, located at 1690 Elm Street in Dubuque. In Focus Pharmacy is proud to offer you discounts on your prescriptions through their 340B program, no insurance required. But wait, there's even more. In Focus Pharmacy offers free services like medication synchronization and delivery. Call them at 563-239-9151 or visit their website, infocuspharmacy.com, to start saving today. In Focus Pharmacy, where personal care meets convenience, quality, and compassion.
Pregame 3.
Good evening. Welcome back to the Raleigh Cheese pregame show. Rob Spangler in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth, bringing you non-conference girls hoops. The Mineral Point Pointers hosting the Belmont Braves. Should be a dandy of a game. We'll have our Fuller's Milker Center starting lineup coming up next. It's brought to you by Fuller's. See their complete hygiene line and options for your brand new dairy setup or existing parlor remodel. Fuller's in Lancaster, Richland Center, and at Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. First for the visiting Belmont Braves, they start with number 5, Courtney Frist, a 5'4 senior. Also number 10, Casey Rickers, she is a 5'7 senior. Number 11, Morgan Freeman, a 5'8 senior. Number 14, Jalen Leitzinger, she is a 5'7 sophomore. And finally, number 24, Carson Raymaker, she is a 5'9 sophomore. Kayleen McGettigan is the head coach. The Braves 13-5 on the year and a 9-3 mark, which is good for solo first place in conference for the Belmont Braves.
On junior number 1, Jaden Schultz.
I think Mineral Point.
On senior number 10, Lacey Lindsay. On junior number 21, Maddie Gavin. On senior number 22, Eliza Ingwell.
The reason I'm laughing is
senior number 24, Ella Kroll.
because the players ran out before they were announced. The starters for Mineral Point, number 1, Jordan Schultz, a junior. Also number 10, Lacey Lindsay, she's a senior. Number 21, Maddie Cabot, a junior. Number 22, Eliza Ingwell, a senior. And number 24, Ella Kroll, a senior. Those are the starting 5 for Mineral Point. They are 15-6, 11-1 in the Swall, tied with Cuba City for first place. And we are set for the opening tip. Bring you the colors of the game here in just a moment. Brought to you by our friends at Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, 3 convenient locations. Tip 1 by Point. Colors of the game, they're in their white home jerseys and shorts with the Jordan blue, or Carolina blue, driving the lane. Lindsay, shot, misses off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound taken by Belmont, and quickly they're up the floor as Carson Raymaker has it. Now a backdoor cut to Casey Rickers, but she misses. Both teams with 1 offensive opportunity and 1 miss. Belmont, their colors of the game, all black unis with the orange checkerboard. Oh, there's a putback by Maddie Cabot off a miss by Ingwell. And quickly, it's 2-0. Mineral Point. Some full court press being applied, and Ingwell pokes that one out of bounds. They're saying last touch by Casey Rickers, so it'll be a turnover on the Braves. Belmont, or Mineral Point rather, gets the ball back. But as I was finishing up colors of the game, Belmont in their road blacks, black shorts, black jerseys, orange numbers and letters, and the checkerboard pattern, orange on the sides. Looking good. Here comes the dribble drive left side by Ella Kroll. She's cut off, kicks it out to Engwell. Now Cabot posting up, but traveled. And both teams now with one early turnover in this one, as we are just about a minute into the game. 17:08 to play, 2-0. Mineral Point leading. Belmont facing some full court press. Taking the inbound pass, Courtney Fritz. And she'll break the press herself. Crosses the timeline, fires it ahead to Jalen Leitzinger, but she lost the handle. Stolen by Cabot. Now out to Engwell. Engwell, cross-court pass, Kroll. Open for the three. Pumps it, missed it. Back of the iron, no good, but an offensive rebound, Cabot. Now they rotate back out to Engwell at the top of the key. Engwell drives around the defender, throws it up off the glass, misses, gets her own miss. Kicks it back out to Lindsay. Now back to Engwell. Entry pass underneath. Kroll. Now to Cabot. Cabot in the low post. Draws the foul on Leitzinger, and she'll shoot 2 at the line. Our injuries brought to you by Russell Law Offices. Their experienced team of personal injury lawyers will fight for your rights and help you get the compensation you deserve. Visit RussellLawWI.com. First free throw by Cabot is good. Cabot has all 3 of Mineral Point's points. As far as injuries go, just one for Belmont to mention, although there's a couple players nicked up, but one that is out, and that would be senior Haley Barr with a wrist injury. Second free throw no good by Cabot. Rebound taken by Belmont. 3-0, Mineral Point up early, 16:28 to go first half. Braves have it. Here comes a dribble drive by Raymaker. Pass cross-court is deflected out by Cabot. Got a hand in the passing lane. Belmont will retain possession. They'll inbound in front of the visiting fans. In the corner, near the baseline. Freeman to throw it in. Gets it into Casey Rickers. Rickers facing a double team. Steps through, now gets it out to Leitzinger. Rotates over to Fritz. Fritz out on the left wing. Gives it back to Raymaker in the corner, left corner. She'll dribble up to the top of the key and lost it for a second. That poked away by Kroll. Now gets her dribble back to Rickers. Rickers looking to attack. Backs out. Crossover. Drives the lane. Shot blocked, but she tips it out to Raymaker. Now back to Rickers. Out to Fritz for 3. A high arcing 3 because Lindsay got a hand in the face. No good. Rebound. Ahead to Lindsay. In transition. Layup good. First bucket for Lindsay. It's 5-0 Mineral Point. Belmont looking for their first offensive points of the game. They get across the timeline here. It's Rickers. Gives it down to Fritz. Fritz out on the left wing. She'll drive baseline. It's cut off. Faces a double team. Now back out to Freeman, who lost the handle. It's a steal. Ball picked off by Cabot in transition. Layup, but she missed it. Rebound taken by Leitzinger. A little too strong by Cabot. I'm surprised she missed that one. Here's a pass in transition to Freeman. It's on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Belmont. So the Braves will hang on. Subs come in for Belmont here. Lexi Rickers and also Brittany Taylor off the bench. Fritz comes out, as does Raymaker. Freeman inbounding baseline left. 5-0 Mineral Point on top of Belmont. Taking it, Casey Rickers for the Braves. Drives the lane. Shot blocked, but a foul. I think Jordan Schultz got the block, but was called for the foul as well. And that'll put Lexi Rickers to the line to shoot 2. First free throw by Rickers is good. One more coming up here. Second attempt off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound boarded up by Lindsay. Lindsay dribbles the ball up the floor, now passes off to Schultz. A little head fake, dribble drive, kicks it off to Kroll. Off a screen. Now they rotate over to Engwell, right side. Engwell looking to drive. Backs off. Good defense by Brittany Taylor. Passes underneath Lindsay off the glass, missed it. Rebound Lexi Rickers for Belmont. Passes ahead to Freeman. Freeman in transition, facing a double team. In trouble. And lost the handle. The ball is stolen away by Engwell. Engwell will drive the lane and lay it up and missed it. Rebound by Rickers, but I think she was fouled, and that's what the call is going to be. It's on Ella Kroll. So Belmont hangs on to it, trailing 5-1 with 14:28 to play here in the first half. Again, full court press by the Pointers. Freeman to inbound. Gets it into Rickers. It's Casey. Casey Rickers working one-on-one on Engwell. Finally crosses the timeline. Now drives in. Kicks to the corner to Freeman. Freeman. Right corner. She'll drive the lane. Puts it up in traffic. Misfires. Rebound. Boarded up by Jordan Schultz. Mineral point ball. Engwell fires a pass down court. Here's a three from the corner. No good by Lindsay. Hit the side of the backboard. Rebounded by Belmont. Freeman in transition. Drives the lane. Draws a foul on Engwell. She'll go to the line to shoot two. Actually, they call it on Schultz. So Jaden Schultz picks up the personal. That'll be her second personal. And team foul number 2 as well in this first half. Inbounding from the baseline, it is Freeman. And Carson Raymaker checks back in for the Braves here. Taylor takes the inbound, kicks it out, top of the key, Lexi Rickers. Right side, Raymaker. Trying to pass it back to Rickers in a little two-man game, but it was kicked out of bounds by the Pointers. So Belmont to inbound again. From the baseline, Morgan Freeman. 5-1, Mineral Point up. Taking it, Casey Rickers out on the left wing for Belmont, drives in. Lost it out of bounds. It was knocked out by Engwell. Boy, Engwell playing some lockdown defense here in this first half. Freeman to inbound. And the ball is just about stolen by Maddie Cabot off the inbound. Knocks it back out. Rickers comes out of the game. Courtney Fritz in for her. Meanwhile, Freeman again inbounding, this time the other side. Baseline right. And gets it into Fritz. Back to Freeman. Post-up move. Drives in. Missed. Gets her own rebound. Put back. No good. Gets her own rebound again. This time, missed again. Put back again. And gets that one to go and the foul. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Morgan Freeman a chance at a three-point play after 4 attempts from close. Much needed bucket, though, for the Braves as they now trail 5-3 and a chance to make it a one-point game. The foul charged to Schultz, her second. Free throw is good. Hit the back of the iron, went straight up and then down and in. And it's 5-4. 1-point ball game. Mineral Point up, 13:28 to play, first half. Rob Spengler here on Extreme 107.1 and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. That ball kicked by Carson Raymaker.
Checking in for the Pointers, number 22,
Eliza Engwell comes in off the bench for Mineral Point. She'll come in for Kroll. Meanwhile, Lindsay to inbound near the scorer's table. Gets it into Engwell. Sets up top of the key. Crossover dribble. Engwell cut off. Gets it back out to Kroll. Here's the dribble drive by number 4, Sophie Miller. And the ball is stolen away, but then it's stolen right back. And goes out of bounds off of Mineral Point. So Belmont will get it back. Fritz had a steal there for a second, then had it ripped back away by Engwell. Raymaker inbounds it here for Belmont, gets it into Fritz. Fritz dribbles into a double team. Oh, lost the handle. It's picked off up ahead to Lindsay. Layup is good.
Basket by Lindsay.
And it's 7-4. Mineral Point on top of Belmont. Belmont able to break the press this time. They get it down to Freeman in the corner. Right corner, drives baseline, kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor drives around the defense. Now kicks it out to Raymaker. Raymaker near top of the key for the Braves here. Bounce pass down to Lexi Rickers, right corner. Rickers dribbles out of it to the top of the key, gives it back to Freeman. Freeman drives in, goes around the defender, throws it off the window, missed it. Rebound Ingwell on the back door. Ingwell will bring the ball back up in transition here for the Pointers. Just about had it stripped away, hangs on, now gets it out to Lindsay, left wing. Lacey Lindsay, spin move, lost a handle. It's stripped away by Lexi Rickers. The chill outlet up ahead to Raymaker. Raymaker, baseline drive, puts it off the window. No good on the shot, but draws the foul. Foul charge to Ava Ingwell, who just came in off the bench. 2 shots for Raymaker here. First free throw, back iron, no good. One more coming up. A couple subs back in. Casey Rickers and Jalen Leitsinger. And looks like Mineral Point going to make a substitution as well. That is Izzy Dannenberg. Excuse me, Dannenberg. One more free throw here for Raymaker. Missed the first half. Second. Back iron, no good. Misses both. Still 7-4. Mineral Point on top of Belmont. 11:40 to go. Ball stolen. Lexi Rickers with a steal here for the Braves. She lost a handle. It's loose on the floor. Rickers has it. Still loose. Now, Casey Rickers comes up with it, puts up a shot, and draws a foul. Just a mad scramble for the ball there. And the foul charge to Dannenberg. She picks up her first and team foul number 6 on Mineral Point. First free throw from Rickers. Good. Score now 7-5. Free throw has a chance to make it a 1-point game here. This one, good. It is a 1-point game, 7-6. Low-scoring defensive slugfest early here in Mineral Point, 7-6. Pointers leading the Braves in non-conference girls hoops, driving around Raymaker, but then blocked from behind by Raymaker was Ava Ingwell. Ball goes out of bounds off of Belmont, so Mineral Point maintains possession as Lacey Lindsay will inbound baseline left. Gets it into Ingwell. Ingwell deep in the left corner. Cross-court pass out to Lindsay. Now passes to the right wing. Here comes a dribble drive in traffic. Missing the floater there was Sophie Miller. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Belmont. And Morgan Freeman comes back in for the Braves. She'll come in for Lexi Rickers. Inbounding underneath. Baseline left, Sophie Miller. 4-point. 3-pointer off the inbound. No good by Ingwell. Offensive board by Lindsay. Put back. No good. This time the ball tipped around and Casey Rickers comes up with it. Outlet pass to Freeman in transition. Tried to get it inside to Leitsinger, but it was stolen. Picked off by Ava Ingwell. Nice defense. Here comes a 3 on the other end. It's good. First 3 goes to Sophie Miller. 10-6. Mineral Point on top. Belmont comes back. Leitsinger on the other end. Off the window. Missed from close. Rebound boarded up by Dannenberg. Now a long outlet pass in transition, but thrown behind Dannenberg. And it's a turnover on the Pointers. Casey Rickers, cross timeline, gives it off to Raymaker. Cross court to Leitsinger. Leitsinger will shoot a 3. Missed it. Rebound, Casey Rickers. Offensive board for the Braves. Underneath, Freeman. Oh, the pass a little too high. She was wide open. Would have had a chance at a layup, but instead it's a turnover, and Belmont will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 10-6, Mineral Point leading Belmont non-conference girls hoops on the X Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 1.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Spring isn't here yet, but it will be soon, and so will many spring projects for home and business owners. Now is the perfect time to get in front of your potential customers at the Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Eckstein Exhibit Building at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Lancaster. Reserve your space now by contacting your Queen Bee Radio sales rep or call Jen Casper for more information at 608-349-2000. The Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show, Saturday, March 22nd in Lancaster.
In Game 1.
Back to action out of the timeout. It's Mineral Point ball leading 10-6 over Belmont. Non-conference girls hoops here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Three-pointer, side iron, no good. Ava Ingwell put back, no good. Maddie Cabot put back, no good, but a foul. And 2 shots coming from Maddie Cabot at the line. That 3 was fired up by Jaden Schultz, who misfired. But again, Maddie Cabot at the line shooting 2. Cabot already with 3 points for the Pointers. First free throw off the mark to the right, no good. 10-6, Mineral Point leading, 9:46 to play, first half. Defensive slugfest so far. This one is no good, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Belmont basketball. So Cabot misses both. Maddie Cabot now 1 for 4 free throw shooting. Inbound play taken by Courtney Fritz here. For Belmont, outlet pass, Lexi Rickers gives it off to Leitzinger, and she lays it up for 2. That's how you beat a press. Belmont within 2 now, 10-8. As Ingwell brings the ball up the floor. Bounce pass. Down low to Cabot now. Cabot working one-on-one on Leitzinger, but they call her for the travel. And it'll give it back to the Braves. Both teams make a sub. Lindsay in for Point, and Brittany Taylor checks in for Belmont. Meanwhile, Morgan Freeman to inbound, facing that full court press from the Pointers here. Brittany Taylor takes it. Taylor bringing the ball up here on the near sideline. Dribbles top of the key, now kicks it out to Leitzinger, right wing. Leitzinger out to Freeman. Gives it off to Taylor. Taylor out to Rickers. Casey Rickers being D'd up like a glove by Eliza Ingwell, who ends up stealing it. Eliza Ingwell is putting on a masterclass on one-on-one defense right now. Kick to the corner, 3 by Jaden Schultz. It's good. Second 3 of the game for Mineral Point, and they now lead 13-8. Casey Rickers facing a double team. Fires it up to Lexi. Now in the corner, Brittany Taylor. Back to Lexi. Looking for the entry pass. Nowhere to go. Back to the corner to Taylor. 13-8. Mineral Point on top. 8:23 to go in the first half. Rob Spangler, it's a First Supply first half. And wow, Freeman ran into a couple people. No foul. Now a 3. This one by Rickers, no good. Rebound loose. And we got a reach-in foul on the Pointers. It's on number 4, Sophie Miller. First on Miller. 7th on the team. Team foul number 7, so the 1-and-1 bonus is in effect. And Brittany Taylor shooting the 1-and-1. Coach Jelly talking with the official about the foul. I think it was a legit call. Coach Jelly probably does not. Here comes the first free throw from Taylor. It is no good. Back iron. Rebound to Mineral Point. Still 13-8. Pointers on top with 8:05 to go. First half. Entry pass to Cabot between her legs. That will be a turnover. Turnover number 7 on the Pointers. Also 7 on Belmont. So even on the turnover front here in this first half. 8 minutes to play in the first half. 13-8, Mineral Point on top of Belmont. Non-conference girls hoops here on Extreme 107.1. There's a reach-in by Sophie Miller, who then kicked the ball, and she gets called for a technical. Yeah. Can't kick the ball. So at the free throw line here, it'll be Casey Rickers. So the 1-and-1 bonus is first. This is Brittany Taylor. First half, no good. And now they don't get the second half of that because it's a 1-and-1. So now 2 shots for the technical for Casey Rickers. She gets both. Well, both teams struggling from the free throw line here tonight. This free throw, good. The only one not struggling is Casey Rickers so far, 3 for 3. Second attempt, good. Rickers perfect so far, 4 for 4. Belmont pulls within 3, and they get possession back. 13-10, Mineral Point on top, 7:56 to go, first half. And Belmont will inbound half court, far side in front of the student section. Actually, they have a couch down there. Best seat in the house, I'm guessing. Brittany Taylor has it. Left corner for the Braves, working one-on-one on Ava Ingwell. Drives in, kicks it out. Casey Rickers for 3, no good. Rebound, boarded up by Cabot, but Cabot traveled. Slid the feet across the floor, thus the travel. So Belmont hanging on, and Morgan Freeman inbounded. Far side, again in front of the fans, gets it in to Lexi Rickers. Rickers working one-on-one, and there's a carry on Rickers. Turnover caused by that skin-tight defense from Eliza Ingwell. Timeout taken by the Pointers here. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 13-10. Mineral Point by 3 with 7:36 to go first half. It's the First Supply first half. Our game brought to you by Mound City Bank. Their total line of credit allows you to use the equity in your home to do the things you want. Stop into Mound City Bank to apply. Offer subject to approval. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Learn more at moundcitybank.com. Game also brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating Belmont. Parman Farm Supply, they offer Best Kill insecticide, Easy Way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000, both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply of Belmont today. And McNett Electric of Belmont, they can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric are on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential electrical needs. McNett Electric Belmont. Mineral Point ball driving, Lindsay into the lane, kicks it out. Ingwell, top of the key, now to Cabot. Cabot posting up on Leitzinger, draws the foul. Does not get the bucket to go, but 2 shots coming from Maddie Cabot.
Belmont fouls number 14, Jalen Leitzinger. Her second.
Leitzinger picks up her second personal, and team foul number 3 for the Braves. 9 on Mineral Point so far in the half. First free throw is good by Cabot. Cabot had been 1 of 3. Now she's 2 of 5. Or, excuse me, 1 of 4. She's now 2 of 5. One more free throw for Cabot. This one is no good. The rebound boarded up by Morgan Freeman. Gives it out to Casey Rickers. Crosses the timeline. Ball deflected and stolen by Ingwell. Ingwell now has it poked away from behind. Brittany Taylor has it. Passes up ahead to Casey Rickers. Rickers gives it out to Lexi Rickers. Top of the key now back to Casey. Bounce pass to Freeman. Freeman working on Cabot. Back out to Casey Rickers. Rickers drives baseline left and has the ball stolen away by Maddie Cabot. Cabot in transition. Has the ball stolen back. This is by Carson Raymaker. In transition, she double clutches and lays it up for 2. And it's 14-12. And now we got our foul here. And what's the call? It's a block. on Brittany Taylor in transition. Team foul number 4. It's a non-shooting foul. So Mineral Point will maintain possession. They'll inbound it now, leading 14-12. 14-12. Mineral Point by 2 with 6.5 to go first half. Engwell takes the inbound pass. You're listening to High School Girls Hoops here on Extreme 107.1. Brittany Taylor with the steal. What a great defensive play. Ball poked out of bounds on the other end by Ava Engwell, but that was an incredible steal by Brittany Taylor against a very competent point guard in Eliza Engwell. Inbounding baseline left, it's Morgan Freeman for the Braves. Inbound goes to Carson Raymaker, right baseline, puts it on the floor, stops, traveled. Mineral Point ball the other way. 6:13 to go, first half. It is 14-12. Mineral Point by 2. 6:13 to play in this first half. Rob Spangler, you're on Extreme 107.1 and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in, however you're consuming us tonight. Top of the key, it's Lindsay. Now they kick it to the corner. Left side, Jaden Schultz. She'll drive, then kicks out to Engwell. It's Eliza Engwell. Back to Schultz. Schultz around the defense, to the corner to Cabot. Backdoor pass, back out. Schultz for 3, missed it. Put back by Ava Engwell, blocked by the rim. She got too far underneath, no good. And now a long outlet up ahead to Raymaker. In transition, back out to Fritz. Fritz almost had it pickpocketed away by Ava Engwell. Ava playing some tough defense as well. Now back down to Freeman. Now these two teams play just monster-tight defense. Fritz gets it in the baseline, corner, right. Now kicks it out. 3 by Alexi Rickers. Back iron, no good. Rebound corralled by Mineral Point. It's Schultz. Eliza Engwell now controlling the point. Just over 5 minutes to go, first half on Extreme 107.1 and Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Rob Spangler with the girls' non-conference matchup. Lacey Lindsay drives the lane but hits the front of the rim, no good. Asking for a foul call, got nothing. Carson Raymaker brings it up, passes down to Fritz. Now Fritz tried to hit Lexi Rickers cutting to the hoop, but just outshot her. That will be a turnover on the Braves. 4:47 to go till halftime. 14-12. Mineral Point by 2. We've got a defensive war going on right now between these teams. Both teams play just glove-tight defense. Pass underneath Ava Engwell. Almost had it poked away. Gets it back out to Schultz for 3. Back rim, no good. Rebound Carson Raymaker. Raymaker gets it out. Oh, has it stolen. Layup by Engwell, good. So they get the steal and the score. Do the Pointers. And now Belmont facing some press again. Morgan Freeman able to break it. Brings the ball up the floor. Back out to Raymaker. Raymaker driving off the screen to the left. Just about had it stripped away. Backdoor pass intended for Fritz, tipped out of bounds by Lindsay. 3:54 to play. Both teams making a sub. Casey Rickers in for Belmont, and checking in for Mineral Point, it is Ellie Robinson. I think it's her first action of the night. Meanwhile, Freeman inbounding baseline left for the Braves. 16-12, Mineral Point leading off the inbound. Casey Rickers. Rickers working one-on-one on Eliza Engwell. Drives it in, throws it off the window, missed, but draws the foul. And it's Maddie Cabot who picks up the personal. First on Cabot, 10th team foul on Mineral Point, so the double bonus is in effect the rest of this half for Belmont, but this is a 2-shot foul. First free throw is good by Rickers. All of her points coming from the free throw line. She's 5 of 5. Now Dannenberg checks in off the bench for the Pointers. 16-13. Second free throw, back iron, no good. First miss by Rickers. 3-point lead for Mineral Point here. Bringing it up, it is Lindsay. A little Euro step around the defense and lays it up. That was a nice move. Now Brittany Taylor bringing it up for the Braves. Crosses the timeline, but it's stolen from behind by Ingwell. But then they call Ingwell for a reach-in foul. So looks like Belmont will maintain possession. Coach Jelly does not agree. And at the free throw line, it's Brittany Taylor shooting 2 because of the double bonus. First free throw is no good. One more coming up. Brittany Taylor 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Carson Raymaker 0 for 2. Belmont struggling at the line here. And that one's no good either. But Carson Raymaker gets the offensive glass, but then threw it away. Robinson, outlet. Gives it back to Ingwell. Ingwell, pass deflected and stolen by by Taylor. And now a jump ball is called.
Jump ball. Possession, Mineral Point.
(18-13), Mineral Point leads, and off the jump ball, Pointers have it. Robinson takes the inbound, 3, back iron, no good. Rebound, loose. Mineral Point gets it. Robinson to the corner. Lindsay for 3, no, air ball. Rebound, Raymaker pushes it in transition for Belmont. Kicks to the corner to Rickers. That ball is picked off by Ingwell. That's Ella Ingwell, and she gets the bucket and the foul on the other end. It's Ava Ingwell with the steal, the score, and the foul on the other end. The and one opportunity coming up here with 2:47 to go in the half. And coming in, it is Fritz off the bench. One more free throw for Ingwell. It is good. So Ingwell completes the 3-point play. And Jaden Schultz checks in for Eliza Ingwell here. 20-13, Mineral Point on top, 2:46 to go. Largest lead of the game for the Pointers, 7 points. Belmont needs to answer on the offensive end. That's Lexi Rickers, has it poked and stolen away. Stolen by Ava Ingwell, who's then fouled from behind by Fritz. And that is team foul number 7, I think. Or is it still number 6? It's actually 6th. So one more, and the 1-and-1 bonus will be in effect. But Mineral Point will inbound baseline left, and throwing it in, it is Ava Ingwell. Over the top to Lindsay. Ball tipped, but Lindsay recovers. Back out to Schultz now, top of the key. Schultz to Lindsay. Gives it down. Robinson. Dannenberg. Now, pass to the corner. Schultz open 3. Got it. Second 3 of the game for Schultz, and it's now a 10-point lead for Mineral Point, 23-13. Belmont facing press here with just over 2 minutes left in the half. Needing to get something going on the offensive end. They get it across the timeline finally and set up. In the corner, it's Fritz. She'll drive baseline right, draws a foul. It's going to be Izzy Dannenberg with the reach-in.
Mineral Point Finals, number 2, Izzy Dannenberg, her second.
So Fritz to shoot 2.
Courtney Fritz, shooting 2.
Fritz shooting her first free throws here tonight. Belmont desperately needs them, but again, no good. I don't know if the rims are just tighter or what. The depth perception different. It is darker in this gym. Second free throw is good, but boy, Belmont has shot poorly at the free throw line. 23-14, Mineral Point leading. Minute 46 here in this first half. Schultz dribbling around the defender, pulls up, jumper no good. Rebound on the floor. Lindsay comes away with the offensive board, kicks it out to Ingwell. It's Ava Ingwell. Now back out to Schultz, another 3, good. Her third 3.
Jaden Schultz.
And it's 26-14, Mineral Point. So Schultz has gotten red hot from distance. Minute 17 to go in the half. Casey Rickers passes off to Lexi on the left wing. In the corner, Raymaker. 2-3 zone D being played by Point. Raymaker drives in, shot blocked by Dannenberg. Robinson brings it back up the floor for Mineral Point. Now they pass off to Lindsay, who kicks it down to Schultz, shoots a three. That's blocked, but they do call a foul, kind of a delayed foul call on Courtney Fritz. I think if I am reading into what happened, Fritz blocked the ball, but maybe got a little bit of the body as Schultz went down. First free throw is no good. Two more free throws coming up here. (27-14), Mineral Point up. Two more free throws here for Schultz. This one no good either. Boy, she's hit 3 threes, but is 0 for 2 at the free throw line. One more here for Schultz. Belmont making a substitution, as is Point. Third free throw, no good either. Wow, that's almost shocking. 27-14, Mineral Point leads. Belmont up the floor quickly. Brittany Taylor, who just subbed in a moment ago, gives to Casey Rickers. Back to Taylor. In the corner to Lexi. Drives around the defense. Back out to Taylor. Passes off to Casey Rickers. Over to Lexi. Open three by Lexi. Back iron. No good. Rebound. Boarded up by Lindsay. Lindsay in transition. Passes it ahead to Schultz. Back out to Lindsay. Layup good.
Basket by Lacey Lindsay.
8 points for Lindsay. 29-14, Mineral Point. Now to Freeman in transition. Puts it up and got the roll. That was a tough off-balance shot by Freeman. Makes it 29-16. 2 seconds left. A long three by Schultz. No good at the buzzer. With your score at halftime, 29-16. Mineral Point leading Belmont. And we'll be back with our halftime report right after this on the X Extreme 107.1 and also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 2.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
When Mother Nature or bad luck messes up your vehicle, it doesn't have to get worse. Taylor Weber with Abra Auto Body shares how they ease the pain of repair.
We assist with all of the insurance paperwork, so as long as you have the claim started, we can handle the claim after that. We offer loaner cars, and we have a lifetime warranty on all work performed. We try to make the process as painless as possible.
Abra Auto Body, a division of Anderson Weber Toyota. When you're ready.
In Game 2.
And welcome back. It is the McNett Electric Halftime Report, our brand new halftime sponsors for all your electrical needs. Call McNett Electric in Belmont. Great to have you on board, Chip. Game brought to you in part by the Sports Page. They welcome you in for ice cold beverages. Order off their menu. Weekly specials include Friday night fish, Saturday night prime rib, large 2-topping pizzas on Sundays. That's the Sports Page in Belmont. Our game getting an early start tonight due to no JV game, due to, a slew of JV injuries for the Belmont Braves. And, just not enough bodies to field the JV team. So that's why we have an early start tonight. But our halftime score, Mineral Point leads Belmont 29-16 at the break. It was actually a much closer game than that most of the first half. And then right in the last 5 minutes, Mineral Point got super hot, especially from downtown, with Jaden Schultz knocking down 3 threes in the first half and really taking a commanding lead to the Pointers. Again, 29-16 at halftime. We'll be back with more of our halftime report brought to you by McNett Electric. After this, we'll take a look at first half stats, also some scores on our shoebox scoreboard, that and more after this timeout here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 3.
Race to savings at Menards and start updating your home today. We offer the largest in-stock selection of home appliances that are ready to take home today, including Criterion refrigerators, freezers, dishwashers, and laundry appliances. They're built to make your life simple, no matter how busy life gets. Criterion appliances are ready when you are. Plus, view our weekly flyer on Menards.com and race to savings on all the great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Awesome in Platteville. They have 5-day, full-day classes that include interactive art and music classes.
And Kieler Family Dental. Ask about our new patient specials. Keep smiling, Tri-States.
In Game 4.
And we're back on the McNett Electric halftime show. Rob Spengler here on Extreme 107.1 and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. This is WPVL FM, Platteville, Dubuque, Galena. And our halftime score, 29-16. Mineral Point leads Belmont non-conference girls hoops. Let's take a look at our first half stats. First for the visiting Belmont Braves, 5 points from Casey Rickers, 5 from Morgan Freeman, also 2 for Jalen Leitzinger, and 1 apiece for Courtney Fritz and Lexi Rickers. Unofficially for Belmont, had them with 16 turnovers in the first half. That is a big part of the Mineral Point lead right now. Now for the Pointers, leading the way, 9 points for Jaden Schultz. She has 3 threes. Ironically, 0 of 3 at the free throw line. So 9 points for Jaden Schultz, 8 for Lacey Lindsay, then 4 for Maddie Cabot, 3 apiece for Sophie Miller and Eliza Ingwell, and 2 for Ava Ingwell off the bench. Mineral Point unofficially had them for 10 first half turnovers. Again, your leading scorers, Jaden Schultz, 9 points for Mineral Point, and Lacey Lindsay, 8 points. And for Belmont, Casey Rickers with 5 and Morgan Freeman with 5 at halftime. We'll be back with more of our McNett Electric halftime report next, including a look at the shoebox scoreboard and our schedule for the rest of the week. All coming up here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 5.
Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton has unique team treasures. They have over 25,000 signed sports cards, plus autographed photos, bobbleheads, caps, signed baseballs, and more. That's Steve Schmidt's Sports Treasures Plus in Stoughton.
Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors of Belmont and Prairie du Chien is who to call for top quality CHI overhead doors. Enhance the curb appeal and security of your home by choosing the fine line of CHI overhead doors from Carey's. And when it comes to seamless gutters that keep your home protected from water damage, Carey's has you covered too. Visit Carey'sGuttersandDoors.com today to learn more. They'll service all the rest, and they deal in the best. Get your new CHI overhead doors at Carey's Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors, Belmont and Prairie du Chien.
Our Grant Regional Health Center and People's State Bank coverage of high school sports on Queen Bee Radio is presented by Cuba City, Kieler, and Darlington Family Dental, and by Carey Seamless Gutters and Overhead Doors. Check out our upcoming schedule at am1590wpvl.com.
In Game 5.
It's halftime from Mineral Point. Welcome back to the McNett Electric Halftime Report. Score at the break, 29-16. Mineral Point leading Belmont in non-conference girls hoops. Here on Extreme 107.1, the X, and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Game brought to you by Eggers Enterprises in Linden, specializing in residential and commercial landscaping and hardscaping. They're not done until your expectations are exceeded. Check them out on the web or Facebook, or call 608-513-2190 today. Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point. Ivy Construction, Inc. is a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving southwest Wisconsin. That's Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point. No other scores to share because we're getting the early start tonight none of the other games for varsity have started in our area. We do want to mention, though, that over on Super Hits 106, starting, very shortly, Lancaster at Fenimore Girls Hoops. We'll have that again on Super Hits 106 and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And looking ahead the rest of the week, tomorrow night we've got girls and boys basketball on the airwaves. Highland at Belmont, that's on Super Hits 106 and the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. I'll have that call. Boys hoops, it is Darlington at Southwestern on 97.7 Country and also the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. Nothing Wednesday. Thursday, we've got boys hoops, Platteville at Lancaster on 97.7 Country and YouTube. And then Friday, we've got the girls wrestling regionals on 97.7 Country. That starts at 4 p.m. in the afternoon Friday. And you can also watch it on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. And then we'll have girls basketball. And the wrestling starts at 4. Then the second round of wrestling, championship round, starts at 7 p.m. And that's on 97.7 Country. Actually, 6 p.m. I'm sorry. We do have two girls basketball games Friday night as well. Argyle Peck at Belmont. That's right here on Extreme 107.1 and the YouTube channel. And Albany Monticello at Schulzburg. That's over on Super Hits 106 and also the YouTube channel. We can't forget about Saturday. That's wrestling regional for the boys. Division II regionals will be at Dodgeville. That'll be here on Extreme 107.1 at about 9:10 a.m. D3 regionals at Mineral Point. That's on 97.7 Country starting at 9:40 for pre-match. The Badger men's team is at Purdue Saturday at 11 a.m. tip on AM 1590 WPVL. And, that's it. A busy, busy week as we are heading into postseason time, aren't we? Well, just about ready for the second half tip-off. McNett Electric halftime report wrapping up with our score. 29-16, Mineral Point leading Belmont at the half. 13-point lead at the break for Mineral Point. The Belmont Braves will get the first possession to start the second half, down 29-16, inbounding at half court. It's Carson Raymaker. Gets it in to Casey Rickers. D'd up by Eliza Ingwell. Ingwell playing that Gary Payton glove defense again. Bounce pass right side. Down to Raymaker in the corner to Freeman. Back out to Raymaker. Over left wing. Gives it to Casey Rickers. Now to Fritz. Fritz cross court to Raymaker. Raymaker baseline drive right. Cut off by Lindsay. Kicks it out. Casey Rickers launches a three and hits it. First three of the game for Belmont. If they can get hot from outside, they certainly can close the gap and get back into this. They've now made it a 10-point game, 29-19. Mineral Point leading. Pointers set up in their half-court offense for the first time in the half. Ball is stripped, but Mineral Point hangs on. Schultz passes down to Kroll. Kroll posting up. One-on-one on Casey Rickers. Out to Eliza Ingwell for three. Back iron, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Schultz. Belmont basketball. Getting some full court press here coming. Inbound goes to Freeman. Not really a full court press. They were just putting pressure on Casey Rickers. So Freeman brings it up. Now to Fritz. Fritz drives in left and has it pickpocketed away. It's stolen by Schultz. Eliza Ingwell in transition. Hands it off to Cabot. Maddie Cabot way outside. Gives to Kroll, top of the key. 29-19, Mineral Point leading, 16:37 to go. Second half here on Extreme 107.1. Ingwell, layup on the other end, good.
Basket by Eliza Ingwell.
She drived down the right wing and just a little scoop. Flipped it up and scored. Now Raymaker on the other end. She'll throw it in off the window and one. Raymaker got turned around on that one. Still got it to go, and she has a chance at a three-point play as Cabot is going to get called for the reach-in. And Maddie Cabot now has 2 personals. First team foul against Mineral Point second half. Raymaker's free throw, no good. Raymaker 0 for 3 from the free throw line. 31-21. Mineral Point leading, 16:09 to go. Second half. Here comes a drive by Schultz around the defense. And a foul. Charge to Fritz. Blocking foul. Oh, actually they charge it to Morgan Freeman. So first on Freeman. And Schultz will shoot 2. First free throw is good. Schultz finally hits one. She was 0 for 3 prior to that, so 1 for 4 is Schultz. Does have 3 3-pointers, though. Second free throw, no good. Rebound taken by Fritz of Belmont. She'll bring the ball up the floor. Met by a triple team in the corner. Raymaker for 3. Got it! Carson Raymaker, left corner, makes it 32-24. Belmont clawing their way back in now. 15:46 to play. Ingwell tried that flip move again, but was too far from the hoop and missed. Back the other way, Casey Rickers gives it off to Fritz. She'll pump a 3. That one is no good. Rebound, Raymaker had it stripped. Still on the floor. Cabot comes away with it. Nice rebound by Maddie Cabot. Outlet to Ingwell. Ingwell in transition. Drives in, off the glass, good.
Basket by Eliza Ingwell.
That one too easy for Ingwell. Belmont defense did not collapse. Casey Rickers drives the lane. She'll kick it out to Leitzinger for 3. Too strong. Rebound. Last touched by Kroll. It stays Belmont ball.
Checking in for Belmont, number 21, Brittany Taylor.
Brittany Taylor comes back in for the Braves, and Ava Ingwell comes back in for Mineral Point. 15:04 to go. Second half. 34-24. 10-point lead, Pointers. Belmont inbounding baseline right. It is Casey Rickers. Gets it into Raymaker. Near top of the key. Now kicks it down to Casey Rickers. Right wing. She drives baseline right. Back to the lane now, and she draws a foul on Ava Ingwell. She'll shoot 2.
First, second on the team at the line for Belmont. Casey Rickers.
So Rickers shooting 2 at the line for Belmont here. First one's good. Got the roll. It's got a soft touch on her free throw shooting, does Casey Rickers. That one, no good. Hit the side of the rim and bounced off. 34-25, 9-point lead, Mineral Point here, 14:47 to go. Second half. Cabot rotates it over to Schultz on the left wing. Little jab step, dribble drive, gives it off to Ava Ingwell. Kicks it out to Lacey Lindsay now. Rotates over to Schultz, around a screen. Into the lane, back out, Lindsay for 3, top of the key, missed it. Rebound, Casey Rickers in transition to Raymaker. Raymaker drives in. Now passes to Taylor. Open 3, right wing. Missed that one. Rebound boarded up by Kroll. Pass up ahead to Ingwell. Ingwell cross court to Schultz. Drives around the defender. Faces a double team. And a foul called on Carson Raymaker. Reach it.
24, Carson Raymaker. First, second on the team.
Mineral Point basketball. It'll be Lindsay, baseline right, inbounding it for the Pointers. Gets it into Cabot. Cabot post up. Soft touch, gets the lay-in.
Maddie Cabot.
36-25. Mineral Point back by 11 now. Casey Rickers brings it up slowly for the Braves, has it out on the left wing. Working on one-on-one on Ava Ingwell. Now back out to Taylor. Taylor drives through the attacking defense of Schultz, draws a foul. Sub comes in for Belmont. It's Lexi Rickers. Also checking in for Mineral Point, Sophie Miller. So Rickers to inbound, far side. Front of the student section, gets it in to Casey Rickers here. Casey gives it out to Lexi Rickers. Lexi drives in, faces a double team, out to Taylor. Now out to Rickers. She'll stop and pop for three, left wing. It's no good. Rebound on the floor, and Leitzinger comes away with it for Belmont. Gives it back down to Lexi Rickers in the corner. Back out to Leitzinger. Back to Rickers. Entry pass, Freeman. Freeman draws the foul on Lindsay. 2 shots at the line. First personal against Lindsay.
Morgan Freeman shooting 2.
Freeman 5 points tonight. Trying to add to that total. First free throw is good. That one hit the front of the rim and rolled in. 10-point game, 36-26. One more free throw for Freeman. That one's good. So Freeman hits both. 36-27, 13:08 to play. Second half from Mineral Point High School. Rob Spangler here on Extreme 107.1. Lindsay in the post has it tied up and stolen away by Freeman, but she traveled because she fell to her back with the ball. That would be a travel. Mineral Point hangs on. So inbounding baseline left, it'll be Lindsay here for the Pointers. Gets it in. Driving is Miller into the paint. Kicks it out to Kroll. Right corner. Back iron. No good. Rebound. Corralled by Lexi Rickers. Lexi trying to get rid of it. Last touched by Morgan Freeman. That will be a turnover on Belmont. So Mineral Point inbounding baseline left. Taking the inbound, it's Kroll. Drives the lane, throws it up, draws the foul. Casey Rickers picking up her second personal. And Kroll shooting 2. No points for Ella Kroll yet. First one. Good. Hit the front of the rim and rolled in. 37-27. Back to a 10-point lead. Second one is no good. Cabot the rebound and draws a foul. Cabot missed the putback but drew the foul on the putback. So back to the free throw line we go as Jalen Leitzinger is the guilty party for Belmont. Leitzinger picked up her third personal. First free throw back iron by Cabot, no good. Cabot 2 of 7 from the free throw line. Second free throw is good. Makes it 38-27. Mineral Point, an 11-point lead. Brittany Taylor gets it to Freeman. Freeman across the timeline here. Faces a double team. Timeout taken by Coach McGettigan. And what do we have? It's a full timeout. We'll take a full timeout as well. 38-27. Mineral Point leading Belmont. Back after this. Girls Hoops on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 6.
Are high bank fees draining your wallet? It's time for a change.
At People's State Bank, they believe in low fees that put you first.
Tired of being charged for using your debit card, sneaky paper statement fees, or monthly maintenance fees?
With People's State Bank's People's Checking Account, those fees are a thing of the past.
Worried about ATM fees?
At People's State Bank, they reimburse you for up to 3 ATM fees per month. They work hard to keep your money where it belongs, in your pocket.
Make the switch to People's State Bank today. Visit a branch near you or peoplesfinancial.com. Member FDIC.
Finding the special healthcare resources families need just got easier. Wisconsin Wayfinder, Children's Resource Network, helps kids with delays, disabilities, special healthcare needs, and mental health conditions. Call toll-free 877-947-2929. Ask questions. Get answers. Connect today toll-free 877-947-2929. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services.
In Game 6.
Back at Mineral Point High School, Rob Spangler in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. 38-27, Mineral Point leading Belmont in non-conference girls basketball. Belmont has the ball out of the timeout. They set up their offense. It's Lexi Rickers top of the key. Now down to Casey on the left wing. She'll drive baseline left, spins into the lane, puts up the shot, missed it. Rebound, Maddie Cabot of Mineral Point. Cabot passes it ahead to Ava Ingwell. In the corner, Lindsay for three, no good. Cabot, offensive board. Gets it out to Ava Ingwell. Shot blocked, but Freeman called for the foul.
Belmont fouls number 11, Morgan Freeman, her second. Team's
2 shots for Ava Ingwell.
Ava Ingwell, shooting 2.
First free throw, front of the rim, no good.
Returning for the point is number 22, Eliza Ingwell.
And Eliza Ingwell checks back in off the bench for the Pointers. Second free throw, no good either, but offensive rebound for Mineral Point. Back out to Eliza Ingwell. Almost had it stripped away by Brittany Taylor. Gets it out to Lindsay. Now right side to Ava Ingwell. Back out to Lindsay. Gives it off to Ingwell. Passes down to Cabot. Back to Lindsay. Ingwell backs out. Hands it off to Lacey. Mineral Point spacing the floor here. Running a little clock. And Brittany Taylor comes away with a steal for Belmont. Ball is tied up. Jump ball.
Possession, Mineral Point.
Favors Mineral Point here. So the Pointers will inbound it, and Kroll to throw it in front of the Mineral Point bench. Gets it into Eliza Ingwell. Being guarded by Taylor. Tight defense. Back out to Ava Ingwell. Backdoor pass intended for Kroll. Knocked out of bounds. Stays Mineral Point basketball. From the inbound, taking it, Ava Ingwell. Down low to Maddie Cabot, who powers it up and missed. Gets her own putback. Missed again. This time traveled. Coach Jelly, unhappy with the call, gets a warning from the official on the near side. Belmont basketball, 38-27, Mineral Point by 11, 10:50 to play here in the second half. Freeman pushes it up, gives it off to Lexi Rickers. She's called for a travel.
Returning for Belmont, number 24.
20 turnovers in the game for Belmont is what I have unofficially. That's a lot, obviously. Captain obvious. But way more than the norm for Belmont. And a lot of that has to do with that high pressure defense by Mineral Point. Pass off to Ava Ingwell now. Pointers have the ball, 38-27, 11-point lead, and then they throw it away. Ava Engwell, I think, was trying a backdoor pass to Eliza and just overshot her. Yeah, in comparison's sake, I only have Mineral Point for 12 turnovers. I mean, only. 12 is quite a few, but not near 20. Inbound play coming. Casey Rickers takes it. Guarded by Eliza Engwell. And Rickers will bring the ball up, or actually Raymaker, rather, will bring the ball up. And she travels. Another Belmont turnover. Still 38-27. Mineral Point here, 10:19 to go. Second half. So Eliza Engwell controlling the point now for the Pointers. Fires it down to Schultz. Inside, Lindsay. Double team. Back out, Engwell. Back to Lindsay. Lindsay. Foul on Casey Rickers. And the basket goes in. Thought they might call an offensive foul on that one. Looked like there was a forearm by Lindsay that initiated the contact on the drive, but the officials not calling it that way. Free throw is good. And it's 41-27, Mineral Point, 10 minutes to go, second half. Casey Rickers pushes it up, gives it off left wing. Over to Lexi Rickers in the corner. Being pressured. Back out to Raymaker. Raymaker. Backdoor pass to Taylor. Draws the foul on Engwell. It's Eliza Engwell with the reach in. Brittany Taylor to shoot two. Just the second foul on Engwell tonight. First free throw from Taylor is good. That's the first made free throw of the game for Brittany. She had been 0 for 4. So 1 for 5. This one is good. Make it 2 for 6. 41-29. Mineral Point leading. 9:36 to go in the second half. Engwell passes it up ahead to Kroll. Pointers in their half-court set. Engwell kicks it out to Kroll for three, right wing, no good. Maddie Cabot with a nice rebound and putback. Great box out and great putback by Cabot. 43-29 Pointers. Freeman now the other way, drives in. Ball almost stripped away. Taylor fouled by Cabot.
Mineral Point fouls number 21, Maddie Cabot, her third.
Cabot picks up her third personal, so she's in a bit of foul trouble. Meanwhile, Belmont basketball as Morgan Freeman inbounds here for the Braves. Gets it into Casey Rickers. She'll drive the lane, puts it up, missed it. Freeman there, though, for the easy putback. 43-31. Mineral Point leading, 8:51 to play. Second half. Rob Spangler here on Extreme 107.1. Also the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Schultz, top of the key for the Pointers, gives it off to Engwell. And the ball is deflected and stolen momentarily. Raymaker has it. Jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Belmont. 43-31. Mineral Point leading Belmont, and Casey Rickers takes the inbound, gets it out to Freeman. Freeman kicks it off to Lexi Rickers, now in the corner to Carson Raymaker. Backdoor pass, Casey Rickers puts it up, missed it. Rebound, tipped around. Cabot has it, now an outlet pass to Lacey Lindsay, who lays it up for two. 45-31, back the other way, Brittany Taylor. Behind the back dribble, gives it out to Casey Rickers, way out on the left wing. She's attacking and draws the foul on Engwell. That'll be her third. So Ingwell in a little bit of foul trouble here. First free throw, no good by Rickers. One more coming up. (45-31), Mineral Point up. Second attempt, no good either. 7:54 to play. We're in the second half, so now is about that time. Belmont's going to need to start mounting a comeback here if they're going to want to make this thing interesting down the stretch. They still have time, but need to start the climb soon. Now, Mineral Point's just spreading it, playing four corners. So Belmont's going to have to come out and challenge defensively a little bit instead of sagging into their zone. Schultz has it out on the left side. Hands it off to Kroll. Back to Schultz. Ball almost stolen. Now kicked down to Lindsay in the corner. Pass in the lane to Cabot. Back out to Lindsay. And a timeout taken by Coach Jelly here with 6:59 to go. It's full timeout. We'll take a break as well. 45-31, Mineral Point leads Belmont. Back after this on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In Game 7.
Are you interested in a free checking account? Do you need a debit card today with no delay? We now offer instant issue on our debit cards. Hi, my name is Sarah Rogers, your branch manager, retail lending officer from Mound City Bank in Cuba City. When you open your checking account, we can now issue your debit card so you have purchasing access to your account the day it's open. Stop by or call us at 608-744-2141 for more details or questions. Mound City Bank is proud to be here for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Neil Wilkins Early Learning Center in Platteville is hosting a 4K screening on Thursday, February 20th and Friday, February 21st for all incoming students who will be turning 4 before September 1st. Experience what makes 4K awesome in Platteville. They have 5-day, full-day classes that include interactive art and music classes, gross motor skills development, and independent play on their large outdoor playground. Breakfast and lunch are also available to every Neil Wilkins student. Call today to book your appointment at 608-342-4040. Neighboring communities are welcome to call to learn more.
In Game 7.
Welcome back. Extreme 107.1 from Mineral Point tonight. Non-conference girls hoops, 45-31. Mineral Point on top of Belmont. Pointers inbound it, and Kroll sets up top of the key for the Pointers. Passes off to Lindsay. Now to Ingwell. 6:44 to play here in the second half. 45-31 lead by the Pointers. Lindsay drives in, gets out to Schultz. Now to Kroll near half court. She'll drive the lane. High off the glass, missed it. Rebound, Fritz gets the board. Fritz facing some heat, passes it up to Taylor. Taylor in transition. In the corner to Raymaker, thought about a three, drives around the defense and puts it off the window for two. 45-33, 6:05 to play. Mineral Point with the lead, 12-point lead. Belmont, as I said, needs to start the climb here now. Mineral Point obviously wanting to keep adding to their lead. Cabot in the lane, missed it. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Belmont. Maybe. Inbounding baseline right, it's going to be Lindsay. Kroll gets it, missed it. Rebound, Taylor. Passes out to Raymaker. Raymaker in transition for the Braves, drives around the wheel, now gives it off to Freeman. Freeman, baseline drive, lays it up. It's back-to-back good buckets by the Braves, are now within 10, 45-55, or 45-35 rather, 5:24 to play. Kroll drives in, just about lost it, gets it out to Ingwell. Ingwell over to Lindsay. Lindsay way outside, and they're going to call a hand check foul on Carson Raymaker.
Belmont fouls number 24, Carson Raymaker, second, 7th on the team at the line for the Pointers.
That'll put Lindsay at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. First half of the 1-and-1 is good. I will admit that looked like a soft foul compared to what they've been calling here tonight. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound, Freeman. They've been letting a lot of contact go in this game. Like right there. Steal, outlet pass to Kroll. Gives it back to Lindsay for the layup. It's good. But again, off the steal, there was quite a bit of contact and no call, which is, again, how the officials have been calling it most of the night, letting the girls play, which I am definitely in favor of. Pass to the corner to Leitzinger, drives baseline right, puts it off the window and scores. Timeout taken by Coach McGettigan here. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, 48-37. Mineral Point leading by 11 with 4:39 to go. Game brought to you by Eggers Enterprises in Linden, specializing in residential and commercial landscaping and hardscaping. They're not done until your expectations are exceeded. Check them out on the web or Facebook. Call 608-513-2190 today. Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point. They are family-owned and operated, ready-mix aggregate excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction, Mineral Point. Also, the sports page in Belmont, they welcome you in for ice cold beverages. Order off their menu, weekly specials, including Friday night fish, Saturday night prime rib, large 2-topping pizzas on Sundays. That is the sports page in Belmont. Mineral Point ball leading 11, 48-37. 4:37 to go here in the second half. Lindsay fires a pass up ahead to Kroll. Kroll in transition, gives it off to Ingwell. Back out to Lindsay. Lindsay working one-on-one on Lexi Rickers. Hands it off to Cabot. Cabot drives in, dishes to Schultz. Back out to Ingwell. Underneath to Kroll. Kroll drives in, travel. Belmont ball with 4:09 to play in this second half. 48-37, Belmont down 11. Every possession important for Belmont from here on out. Fritz crosses the timeline. Drives in, dishes off to Freeman. Passes underneath the Leitzinger, now out to Fritz for three. Hit the front of the rim, no good. Cabot off and running the other way. Passes back up to Kroll, top of the key. Now out to Eliza Ingwell. Ingwell hands it off to Cabot. Now to Lindsay. Gives it back out to Kroll. Ingwell. Steal. Casey Rickers. Rickers back the other way. Puts it up off the window, but missed. Well, that was a nice steal, but couldn't connect. Back the other way. Lindsay has the ball deflected, almost stolen, and timeout taken by Coach Jelly here with 3:02 to go here in this second half. Is this a full or it's a 30. So we'll keep it here. Game brought to you by Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. For all of your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating of Belmont. Also, Parman Farm Supply. They offer Best Kill insecticide and Easy Way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply. They can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000 with organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply of Belmont today. And McNett Electric of Belmont. They can assist you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric. They're on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs. That's McNett Electric of Belmont. Just over 3 minutes left in the game. 48-37. Mineral Point leading by 11. So Belmont's going to make a comeback here. They're going to have to obviously play some Loctite defense, which they have most of the night, but also hit some big shots on the other end. Here comes Kroll driving in for Mineral Point. Gives it out to Cabot. Cabot to Engwell. Engwell has her pass blocked for a moment. Now it's loose on the floor. Still has it. Kroll has it. It's tied up and gets rid of it to Engwell, but then she throws it away. It's picked off by Casey Rickers. Outlet pass to Raymaker, who drives the lane, lost the handle, and a timeout taken on the floor by Belmont.
Timeout, Belmont.
We'll keep it here.
This is a 30-second.
Once again, Eggers Enterprises in Linden, a sponsor. They specialize in residential and commercial landscaping and hardscaping. They're not done until your expectations are exceeded. Check them out on the web or Facebook. You can also call 608-513-2190. And Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point. Ivy's Construction, Inc. is a family-owned and operated ready-mix aggregate and excavation company serving Southwest Wisconsin. Ivy's Construction in Mineral Point. 48-37, still an 11-point lead for Mineral Point. Belmont has the ball. Carson Raymaker inbounding baseline right for the Braves. 2.5 minutes left in this one. Belmont going to have to come back fast and furious. 11 points in 2.5 minutes is doable, but not easy. Inbounding, baseline left this time. It is Raymaker. Having some trouble finding somebody, finally gets it into Casey Rickers. Rickers drives baseline left, spins around the defense, but short arms the shot, missed it. Rebound taken by Kroll. Kroll in transition. Passes underneath to Lindsay, who is fouled from behind. Carson Raymaker going in for the volleyball style spike. I guess if you're going to foul, that was definitely a foul. And Lacey Lindsay shooting 2. First free throw, no good though. Lindsay has 16 points. She leads all scorers in this one. .204 free throw shooting and hits that one. Belmont ball trailing 49-37. A 12-point game here. Just over 2 minutes left. Casey Rickers passes it ahead to Taylor. Baseline drive by Freeman. Out to Casey Rickers for 3. Back iron, no good. Maddie Cabot the rebound. Cabot dribbles out of pressure. Up ahead to Lindsay. Lindsay back to Cabot. Cabot around the defense, lays it up. Great two-man game or two-woman game between Cabot and Lindsay on that break. 51-37. Mineral Point kind of putting this thing out of reach is what I'm trying to say. Missing the shot was Brittany Taylor, but she gets her own miss and puts it back up for 2. 51-39, minute and a half to go. Mineral Point leading. And crossing the timeline, Kroll drives in, kicks it out to Schultz. Now to Engwell. Engwell hands it off to Kroll. Kroll back out to Cabot. So Point again in a time-shaving style of play, but they end up turning the ball over as an errant pass from Lindsay intended for Schultz went out of bounds. Belmont making a couple subs. Haley Barr comes in off the bench. And also Courtney Fritz. Good to see Barr out there. I know she had suffered a wrist injury, so must be healthy enough to play anyway. Fritz has the top of the key, spins, kicks it down to Barr. Little head fake, dribble drive, has the ball ripped away and stolen. Picked off by Kroll. 51-39, 47 seconds left in this one. And Mineral Point now, again, just spreading the floor. Pass off right side to Engwell. Engwell drives in, kicks it out to Schultz. Kroll drives out to Lindsay. 17 seconds left. Mineral Point just running clock now. And Belmont not fouling. Well, Dingwell in trouble. Gets it out to Cabot with 3 seconds. That'll do it. Time expires, the final 51-39. Mineral Point defeats Belmont. Non-conference girls hoops will be back with the McNett Electric. Excuse me, not the McNett Electric. They're our halftime sponsor. We'll be back with the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. That is next here on Extreme 107.1 and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 8.
Spring will be here before you know it, and it's important to get in front of your customers to let them know the products and services you offer. Hi, this is Terry Kelleher with Queen Bee Radio, inviting you to the annual Home and Outdoor Show Saturday, March 22nd from 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. at the Grant County Fairgrounds in Lancaster. Homeowners, businesses, and farmers will be starting to plan their spring and summer projects, so call me at 608-349-2010 to reserve your booth at the Queen Bee Radio Home and Outdoor Show in Lancaster.
Neil Wilkins Early Learning Center in Platteville is hosting a 4K screening on Thursday, February 20th and Friday, February 21st for all incoming students who will be turning 4 before September 1st. Experience what makes 4K awesome in Platteville. They have 5-day, full-day classes that include interactive art and music classes, gross motor skills development, and independent play on their large outdoor playground. Breakfast and lunch are also available to every Neil Wilkins student. Call today to book your appointment at 608-342-4040. Neighboring communities are welcome to call to learn more.
In game 8.
Welcome back. We're on the postgame show. It's brought to you by Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management. Our final score, 51-39. Mineral Point knocks off Belmont in non-conference girls basketball. We'll take a look at our shoebox scoreboard coming up. Also our Tri-Court Turning Point right around the corner and postgame stats all on the way. First, though, I want to thank some sponsors, Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. For all your agricultural, commercial, and residential needs, call Rundy Plumbing and Heating in Belmont. Parman Farm Supply, they offer Best Kill insecticide, Easy Way cattle feeders. Parman Farm Supply, they can work with beef and dairy operations from 1 to 1,000, both organic and traditional. Call Parman Farm Supply in Belmont today. And McNett Electric of Belmont, assisting you with all your electrical needs. Chip and the crew at McNett Electric, they're on call, ready to help you with your agricultural, commercial, and residential electrical needs. McNett Electric of Belmont. The sports page in Belmont also welcomes you in for ice cold beverages. Order off their menu. Weekly specials include Friday night fish, Saturday night prime rib, large 2-topping pizzas on Sundays. That's the sports page in Belmont. And finally, Eggers Enterprises in Linden. They specialize in residential, commercial, landscaping, and hardscaping. They're not done until your expectations are exceeded. Check them out on the web or Facebook. Call 608-513-2190 today. We'll take another break. Be back with more of our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show next. Final score, 51-39. Mineral Point holds off Belmont. Non-conference girls basketball here on Extreme 107.1, WPVL FM Platteville, and also Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 9.
Like any business, success in dairying is often determined by who you know rather than what you know. That's why it's good to know the pros at Fuller's, your Gia dealer. Fuller's is your source for the hygiene brand of products, as well as other dairy hygiene products. Make your operation more efficient and profitable, and get the most out of your dairy herd by partnering with the experts at Fuller's Milker Center, LLC, your local Gia dealer in Lancaster, Richland Center, and Fuller'sMilkerCenter.com.
Oh, I can't even think about cooking tonight. I'm so exhausted. You know what? I'll just grab Quick Trip for supper. It's easy and everyone likes it. Plus, I need gas anyway. 2 birds, 1 stone. And it's so affordable. With my rewards card, I'll save even more. Yes, I am winning tonight. Wait, the kids are totally going to want dessert. I'll grab some of their chocolate chip cookies. Maybe for later or, for the drive home. It's fine. Life's busy. Quick Trip's got you. Food's here.
In game 9.
And we're back on the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. Our final tonight, 51-39. Mineral Point knocks off Belmont non-conference girls basketball. Let's take a look at our postgame stats. First for the Belmont Braves, only one double-digit scorer tonight. That would be Morgan Freeman with 11 points. Casey Rickers had 9. And then 7 for Carson Raymaker, 4 for Brittany Taylor off the bench, Jalen Leitzinger with 4, Lexi Rickers with 1, and Courtney Fritz with 1 point. Unofficially for Belmont, 23 turnovers. That's probably not accurate, but that's what I counted. 23 unofficially as far as turnovers for the Braves. So again, leading scorer Morgan Freeman with 11, Casey Rickers with 9. Now for Mineral Point, they had a couple three double-digit scores to be exact. Lacey Lindsay with 17 led all scorers, 11 for Maddie Cabot, and 10 for Jaden Schultz. She did most of that in the first half. 9 of those 10 points in the first half, all off threes. Other scorers, 2 for Ava Engwell. 7 for Eliza Engwell, 2 for Ava Engwell, and then 3 for Sophie Miller and 1 for Ella Kroll. And that rounds out scoring for Mineral Point. Again, their leaders, Lacey Lindsay with 17, Maddie Cabot with 11, and Jaden Schultz with 10. Unofficially for Mineral Point, had them with 17 turnovers. So, again, not the most accurate when it comes to turnovers as far as my stat keeping, but Mineral Point did win the turnover battle for sure. And they win the game, of course, 51-39 over Belmont. So a 12-point win by the Pointers. We'll be back to wrap up our Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. Our Tri-Court Turning Point is on the way. And also a quick look at the scoreboard if we have any scores to pass along on the Shoebox scoreboard. All coming up right after this here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
In game 10.
Hi, this is Christine Raleigh of Raleigh Cheese, wishing all area athletes successful seasons. Cheese is a great source of protein for school lunches or a snack before the big game. Stop in and try some of our award-winning artisan cheeses like Dunbarton Blue, Red Rock, and Little Mountain. We have fresh cheese curds weekly and a wide variety of snacks and beverages, plus made-to-order cheese trays. Shop locally and taste the difference of handmade Wisconsin cheese at Raleigh Cheese House on the corner of Highways 11 and 23, Shellsburg.
Better health starts here, and that means getting the care you need close to home when you need it. Grant Regional Health Center offers a wide variety of outpatient services, including wound care, IV infusions, injections, blood transfusions, antibiotic therapy, and much more. We've expanded our offerings to better serve you. Before you travel out of town or hours away, call us at 608-723-1309 to inquire about receiving outpatient services here. Grant Regional Health Center. Better health starts here.
In game 10.
And welcome back. It is the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. Rob Spangler in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth tonight here on Extreme 107.1. Also, the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Our final was 51-39. Mineral Point knocks off Belmont in non-conference girls hoops. Take a look at the Shoebox scoreboard brought to you by the Shoebox in Black Earth, largest independent shoe store in the Midwest. Lancaster leads Fenimore 13-3. That one in the first half, 13:26 to play. You can hear that game on our sister station right now, Super Hits 106, and also streaming on our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. So check that game out there with Tyler Dictanis on the call. Well, coming up next is our Tri-Court Turning Point, and we'll get to that after this timeout. Final 51-39. Mineral Point defeats Belmont in girls non-conference basketball. Back after this with the Turning Point on our Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. Edward Jones sponsoring that on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame 3 minutes.
Diane from Michigan, a disabled senior citizen trying to get by. Henry from Florida, a veteran fighting to make ends meet. Elena from Arizona, a mother struggling to feed her daughter. Hi, I'm Connie Britton, and I support Feeding America because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year, like Diane, Henry, and Elena. Learn more at feedingamerica.org. Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
It is time for the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management post-game show. Edward Jones is a financial services firm serving individuals and business owners. Is your money working as hard as it should be? This is Elena Reeves with Edward Jones. If you want to provide for your children's education, reduce your tax bill, or prepare for a comfortable retirement, we need to talk. Today, more than ever, your financial security deserves the attention of full-time financial advisors. Take advantage of our years of experience. Contact financial advisors Elena or Ben Reeves at 608-348-2441 or stop by our office on Highways 80 and 81 in Platteville next to Sups Nutrition. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And we're back on the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show here. Rob Spangler in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth. Our final 51-39 Mineral Point knocks off Belmont in non-conference girls basketball. Time for our Tricor Turning Point. It's brought to you by Tricor Insurance. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Turning point of the game, we're going to go with, it was a breakaway late in the ball game. Really kind of put the dagger in, if you will, for Mineral Point, in which Maddie Cabot had gotten a loose ball rebound, was racing down the floor. I mean, Maddie Cabot, first of all, the junior for Mineral Point, is a physical presence. Tough, strong, but she can also run the floor. And you don't always see that with the tough physical girls inside. She can run, and she ran down the floor. The defense collapsed. She hit an open Lacey Lindsay, who scored and got fouled, and that to me was the turning point and really just kind of put the game away for the Mineral Point Pointers. That came in the final 2.5 minutes of the contest. That is going to be our Tricor Turning Point. Insurance plans built for you, your family, and your business. Contact Tricor Insurance today. Just a really impressive display from Cabot and also Lindsay to finish. But Lindsay, you kind of know, she gets up and down the floor, not surprisingly, pretty well. But, boy, Maddie Cabot can move when she needs to. And, wow, that was an impressive late game kind of 2-on-1 break. So that's our Tricor Turning Point. We'll be back to wrap up the postgame show next. It is the Edward Jones Reeves Wealth Management postgame show. 51-39, Mineral Point over Belmont, non-conference girls hoops, here on Extreme 107.1 and the Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
My son Finn was born with congenital heart disease and spent the first 8 months of his life in the hospital. Starlight Children's Foundation has played an important role in our lives. For 5 weeks as a baby, Finn lived in a Starlight Hero wagon instead of having to sleep in a hospital bed. Starlight provides moments of joy for families like mine at a time where there's very little to be found. Learn more about how Starlight brightens the lives of sick kids by visiting starlight.org today.
Postgame, 2 minutes.
And it's Rob Spangler one more time checking in on the Reeves Wealth Management postgame show with our final 51-39. Mineral Point defeats Belmont in non-conference girls basketball. Belmont falls to 13-6 on the year, and their conference mark obviously doesn't change. They're still 9-3 and in first place in the Six Rivers West. Mineral Point, they improved now to 16-6, and their conference, again, unscathed, unchanged, I should say. They did so for one loss. 11-1 in the SWAL, tied with Cuba City for SWAL supremacy. That'll do it for our game here tonight. Quick look, tomorrow night we do have 2 games on the air. Highland at Belmont girls, so we'll have Belmont on again tomorrow night, except it'll be on our sister station, Super Hits 106, and also the Queen Bee Radio YouTube channel. We have boys basketball tomorrow. Darlington is at Southwestern. That's on 97.7 Country and our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. You can find all of our games the entire week if you look on the local sports tab at AM 1590 WPVL or AM 1590 ESPNradio.com. Actually, it's AM 1590 WPVL.com. I was right the first time. AM 1590 WPVL.com. That's our ESPN station. They have the full schedule for the week. But that'll do it for us from Mineral Point. I'm Rob Spangler in the Wolf Construction broadcast booth saying have a great night final 51-39. Mineral Point defeats Belmont in girls high school basketball here on Extreme 107.1, WPVL FM Platteville, and also our Queen Bee Radio Sports YouTube channel. Have a great night.
This has been a Queen Bee Radio High School Sports presentation.
Extreme 107.1.
Turn your radios up.
WPVL FM, Platteville, and Dubuque.
The best music every day, baby.
Do you feel me? A Queen Bee radio station.